I don't know how to say it, but I don't know. I just want him to know that he is going to pay the consequences for his actions, because these actions that he has done to people, to this man, and I'm gonna say this to him. I am so sorry that he has done this to you. You did not deserve that. You deserve to be treated with respect and care, not tortured and harmed to where you had to go to the hospital, and now you gotta recover from that. So again, to the man who has been harmed, I am so sorry that he has done this. This is heartbreaking because my uncle was never like this until he met her. And when they started dating and she was married too, it got worse. But I'm gonna put a little bit more input in on this after the video. I might keep stopping it and stuff, so I could put a little bit of comments on it because this is kind of embarrassing to the family. So yeah, let's go.
Faced hollow that the dog had caused the bathroom after having an accident. Miller and Hill's court-appointed attorney said they have 3 children, ages 14, 11, and just 2 years old. Their attorney also said Miller is a hairdresser who works out of her home, and the couple has no prior record. Neighbors next door to the family are in disbelief. I didn't interact.
I'm gonna say that's a lie. She's not no hairdresser. First, she went from working on a board of a bank. I shouldn't have known about this, but I overhear it a lot. So yeah, she went from saying she worked on a board of a bank to now a hairdresser. The girl is trying to manipulate people into thinking that he is the mastermind behind all of this, when she's the one who once bought a whole book of voodoo and started practicing it inside of my mama's apartment when she let them stay there at first because she didn't know. But as soon as she saw the voodoo book, she told her to throw it out because we're like Christian slash I think Baptist or something. So we don't allow that voodoo stuff in our house, and her doing it was disrespectful. So if you want me to be honest, I think she might have put him under some type of voodoo spell, or she did a ritualistic thing on him to make him do this type of thing to hurt people. Because this is not the Corey that I know. This isn't my uncle. This is someone different who I'm not finna claim until he's able to get back out of jail, keep himself out of trouble, and set a good example, not keep getting in trouble and doing all these things with this girl. Like, he seriously needs to break up with her because it's very embarrassing to me. Because every time I think of this, it makes me upset to know he tries to tell me to stay out of trouble, but you out here doing worse things with this girl. It's like you're basically playing a hypocritical move, and you can't tell me to be good or not get in trouble if you're out here doing this. And I'm gonna just say it. I'm out of trouble. I'm in school. I'm trying to get my grades up. I'm trying to pass, go to college. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm trying to do everything that's good with my life. And just by seeing that makes me think on the stuff that I used to do when I was young, and how now, seeing that I'm not doing it no more and I've matured, I need to set a good example for people and show people that it's wrong out here doing all of this.
With them at all, other than them telling me to stop parking in front of their house. They had company over, but it didn't look unusual at all. Miller and Hill were given a $250,000 cash bond. At last check, they are still locked up behind bars. Police are actively searching for a place for that man to go. Tonight, he is still.
So I'm gonna say they deserved that, and it's like, yeah. I'm gonna just say they deserved that. They really deserved to be put in jail because they're very wrong following that. And it's like, if you're going to try to tell your nephews what not to do, make sure you follow behind that and not play a hypocritical move. Because you playing that hypocritical move is basically you proving that you can't follow the same exact thing that you said. And just to think about it, all the times he told me to don't get in trouble, you should do better, don't disrespect your mom, don't do this, don't do that. Yet you and her disrespected my mama the day y'all had to leave. So why are you telling me that and you can't follow that? I don't do it no, like, I don't disrespect her no more. It may be times that I may slip up and back talk, but I don't do it no more. So the fact that he told me that, I guess I was little, but him or her did this, which caused my mama to lash out at first, and she wanted to fight, which she had a right to, because you're not going to respect her in her house, and she let y'all stay here. But, you know, the deal is the deal. They deserve to be behind bars, and I'm going to say this. He's not the one behind this, but she's the one who basically started the voodoo stuff, which, again, I say we don't allow in this. We don't allow in no household around us because that crap is bad. But I got like maybe 5 seconds in the video, so I'm gonna let them finish before I finish.
I'm homeless. Live in Inkster. I'm Rudy Harper, 7 Action News.
So I'm gonna read some of the comments that, people had left under this. And the video is called Couples Facing 5 Counts of Torture. It was from a year ago. It's on the WXYZ TV Detroit YouTube channel. And people left 261 comments. I think I'm the 61 because, of course, I'm going to tell someone don't disrespect no one and don't do this or do that. And that I don't put on what they did. Someone said, prayers for that poor homeless guy. Shame on them for victimizing him like that. I hope they lose custody of their kids. If you're going to be honest, that's not his kids. He has a kid that he doesn't pay attention to. But them 3 is not his kids. And one of them is not hers either. So it's like, yeah. So let's continue. Someone else said that man should be given their house since they won't be needing it anymore. Another person says, how is she a hairdresser with no hair? Ooh. Humans are weird, man. I'd rather have no friends and be alone. Hard to trust people these days. That is true. Someone said, oh, they were holding hands. They won't have each other for long. And then someone replied to that comment and said, LOL, you're funny. Someone said, when they interview the neighbors you don't get along with, take their kids and never let them see each other again. Again, that's not his kids, and one of them's not hers. So I need people to stop saying their kids. Two may be hers, but one is not. Someone's like, LOL, just wow, they took role play into a whole new level. These comments are actually kind of getting scary. Someone said, God bless you, sir. Stay strong. If anyone deserves a GoFundMe, it's that guy. Holding hands like young lovers, isn't that sweet? This is exactly why we need to defund the police. So people like this can get away with their crimes. Just like the peaceful guy in Cleveland who held those girls captive. This made me cry. I'm sure these two will be getting a lot of torture where they are going. This is deplorable of these two. And they have children. I'm wondering what they may have subjected their children to as well as punishment. Poor babies. I hope a low income place steps up to give this man his own place. Give him their house. They won't be needing it. I'm all too game for an eye for an eye in a case such as this. It's best to read the fine print that rental agreement. Deplorable human being giving them the same treatment. Oh Lord. If I want to be honest, I never thought it would come to a day to where I had to talk about this or play this. But you want to know something? It's embarrassing to talk about this, but then it's already out on news outlets. It's spread it everywhere, and 54K people have seen this already. But someone said, I'd rather live in a broom closet alone in peace than rent a room in someone's house. People are crazy. They told me to stop parking of their front yard is on their front yard. Horrible. And now homeless. Wait, did he have a home before this, or was their home his home? I'm not so sure about that, because from this situation, it's kind of like it was his and they took it. He was living with them. You should not watch the video and then ask questions. They explained his situation twice. My question was more about how he got there. I missed the part about rent. Someone said, this sick world, Lord have mercy on them. If this is true, then it sounds like it is. They need to be under the jail. Also, who in their right mind would pay that lady to do their hair when her hair looks like that? She got stress. I think it's alopecia. Stress. Oh, stress alopecia. Someone said, also, who in their right mind will pay that lady to do their hair when her own hair looks like that? She got stress alopecia all around her edges. That's not a good advertisement at all. Oh my God. People are already clowning them nowadays. This is some good clowning. There are clowns in general. Someone said, the kinder and gentler justice system, keeping families together behind bars. Ha 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 ha. He said naked instead of naked. Naked instead of neck kid. Lord have mercy. Someone said classic, wow, and the kid saw all of that. That's not his kids, it's her kids. Just to clarify. One of them is not even hers anyways. Just to clarify that again. They're holding hands like they are getting married today. Sad. These two monsters need to get the same punishment they gave that victim. This is sickening, so evil. I hope justice is served. Justice for the victims. Let's riot. I'm not being smart at all, but he was handicapped. I'm just so confused. What grown man would allow people to torture him in that manner? The report said they allowed him to go to work. So at what point do you decide to call the cops or report the abuse to another individual that you work with? This is confusing. They did this to a grown man. Have to wonder what abuse they possibly were inflicting on their defenseless children. They're not his children. They're hers. One of them's not hers. But I can speak on that comment because she used to do it to me and my brother. She would beat them on the bottom of their feet with anything that's in reach. Cord, something that will hurt, pinch. There was, let's see. She, I think, one time used to beat my brother on his feet, or she did it once to him, but she would do it more times to me whenever me and the kids would either play or argue. Mind you, my mama could tell me and my brother to sit down. We didn't need her to try and discipline us when we have a mother who could discipline us. So technically, if you want to be honest, the stuff that she did to her kids, plus me and my brother, maybe once, twice, or 3 times, was technically child abuse. When I used to get in trouble, I got punishment. My phone taken away if I had one. Then I would either not be able to go out somewhere for a certain amount of time, like maybe 2 weeks, a week, a month, or whatever. But then I got taken off a punishment because I was able to behave, go to school, do my work and stuff. But what she did was abuse. I could still feel it on the bottom of my feet, or I think that's from where my foot got ran over. So I just made sure I answered that question. So let's continue the thing. Hairdresser that has hair like that. Geez, I wonder what the customers look like after. Imagine what she does to her children behind closed doors. They should investigate that. Some of those things are probably against the Geneva Convention and could be considered war crimes. Taking advantage of a homeless guy and doing all of that is just effing disgusting. And I will finish off by saying that just having to look at and probably smell them every day will probably count as torture. Yeah, if you want to be honest, that could be considered torture, having to smell someone every day who probably doesn't take a shower. Someone that said deceptible. What's sick, excuse my language, F's, how are they allowed to be next to each other and hold hands like that? I don't get it, none of it. That poor man, I pray that he will be okay, and their dogs and kids too. God knows how badly they're abused. SMH. They're not his kids. Life in prison. Period. Exclamation points. Three of them is what someone said. They tortured and imprisoned a man and were giving bond. What if they were able to get out? And what happens to the now homeless man? He would not be homeless if these people had a drop of humanity. She LOL whipped the out of that man, then styled somebody's hair. Suck me hard. What the heck? Why do people do things like this? They're probably low on money and with no stable jobs. Even with that said, why on earth would you do something like this? What if it what if the victim can pay 400? Why he can't get his own place? Sometimes victims are themselves to be blamed for what happened to them. Not all the time. You can't say the victims are to blame. The victims didn't ask to be put in this situation. I could say this. I was a victim of sexual assault, mental abuse, and physical abuse on my dad's side from my uncle. Not the one on my mom's side, but the one on my dad's side. I couldn't pay. And I couldn't speak out necessarily because then he would have killed me if I was to do that. Because he had already threatened me once to disrespect my grandma again and he would kill me. How do you think the victim felt? He did not ask to be in this situation. Did they do it just because they're accused don't mean they did it. There were a couple arrested in my area for child abuse. Their baby was in bad condition when died, but there was a recording of the baby being sick from birth, and the parents were constantly at doctor's office when they were record of the child having a rare illness. Their grammar is so off, but I think I understand what they're saying, which caused the child's condition, and no abuse had taken place, but they had been posted as abusers. What the f? What the f? WTF? SMH? It's crazy. You never know what goes on right next door. Yes, let's defund the police. Are you kidding me? By you deserve jail and deserve to be punished just like you did him. Unacceptable. People need to take a test before having kids. They were caught in 2K. Deceptible. Just because someone is nice in public does not in any way mean they are good people. We never know what happens behind closed doors. Deceptible excuse for human beings, and I would not use a hairdresser whose head looks like hers does. And that's on period. They should get life without parole. Shout out the young news anchor professional. So funny that the reporter says naked. Life is spiritually see past through the physical cheers. I don't get that one. Jesus Christ help me. Detroit is like the Florida of the Midwest. Gut wrenching sad. He gets to be a hairdresser in prison. Can't have anything in Detroit. SMH. How are they together? WTF. No record. So life in prison. Give the man the home for those two who won't need it. Find their kids a good home. Give them life and let the man get the house. Why are they allowed together in a jail and holding hands? What kind of crap court is this holding hands? This is the Inkster thing. So I think it's not far from me, but it's an Inkster. Never return those children's never. A queen and king, I don't believe. Two more innocent joggers being discriminated by them. Aren't these lockdowns the best? All he had to do is remember the safe word. Sister Cavalier adocious. What the? Okay, I heard this word before on Aquila Nabi, but I can never ever pronounce it. It's Sister Cafalafragulatis expelladocious. I don't know how to pronounce it. Correct me in the comments if you know how to pronounce that. Someone said I can't say it, but evil OMFG. What kind of people is this? Jesus Christ, help us. Evil is rampant. Yeah, you can say evil is rampant because there's already satanic churches and temples and stuff out here in the world. So, yeah, of course, this world will be evil. Plus, Hillary Clinton is evil. The same mugshots on every local channel every day. This is embarrassing, people. Go to jail, millennium compassion. They probably only wanted some bread. What about kidnapping? Didn't look usual at all, girl. Your glasses are scratched. They look trifling. Prison for life. Take the kids away ASAP to decent human beings to disgusting people. Anyway, anything goes and anything goes nowadays. Too sad. They look like bad people. How do they appear together? She's a hairdresser, but looks like someone put a moldy Brillo pad on her head. BLM though, except to them. Again, someone said BLM no, except to them. Sikh people live in prison. When will we have an update? Plea was not guilty. Really? For 400 a month, he could have rented a private room, so it's possible that he may have wanted to stay with them so he could touch one of their kids inappropriately. And when they found out, they best beat him and tortured him. Best beat him up and tortured him. I don't know if that's the case, but we'll get an update whenever they update it. The millennium compassion being spread. Yeah, homeless but happy, I'm sure. I thought it was Peaches in the thumbnail. Oh, it looked like Peaches, if you want to be honest. Peaches did a lot worse. Sickos translate in English. Just hang them. Okay, now that's where I gotta stop at the comments for a minute. Don't say just hang them. Hang her. She's a voodooistic person. But don't hang someone at all. I don't think they should be hanged. I think they should just suffer in prison for what they did. Okay. Oh, stop parking in front of your house, huh? That's messed up. Whoa. Sounds like a bunch of lies. What man gets forced to do all these things? Sounds like revenge to me for something just pleasable. Girls on TikTok about to be posting a picture of this man like open that cell and let that boy out of jail. I replied and said, "Hey, don't be disrespectful like that because that man is my uncle and I don't condone what he did. But don't be talking about TikTok girls posting him. That's disrespectful." As LOL. That's disrespectful. L. Oh my God. Keep his name and TikTok girls out of your mouth. Someone said these people. What is wrong with black people? It's not all black people. Shut up. She's a hairdresser. She's a hairdresser. No, she lied. Demons and bodysuits. Naked, lol. What makes the national news? Won't make the national news. BLM, lol. That evil's busy, ill, WTH, question mark, BLM, neck, get. Isaiah 53:13, but he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our inequalities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. I'm not gonna read all of this. Google trucker Bob Belinsky. What the F is wrong with people? BLM? A. Who says an A to that? I don't know if I'm gonna make another video about this as a little update or whatever, whenever we get an update or whatever. But this video has gone to 30 minutes, close to 40, so I should let y'all go. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave comments under on what y'all think about this, because this situation from last year was pretty bold and none of us condone what he did because that's just wrong. But just know that if I don't update this now and I just post regular vlogs, it's because I am a content creator, I am a YouTuber, I'm an influencer, so I have to post regular things too, and I have to also plan content and stuff, so I can't really be here this long to like record, but you know. But thank y'all for listening / watching, and until next time, bye guys.